Hi, my name is Prestel. I'm a veterinary student at PUC-Paraná University, and today I'm going to talk about my project entitled Evaluation of the Thermal Recovery Time in Thoroughbred Running Horses in Different Seasons of the Year, after intense gallop training, under guidance of Dr. Pedro Michelotto. The horse industry presents itself as one of the most profitable markets in Brazilian agribusiness, and because of it, health and well-being of horses is a topic of great importance. One alternative for early diagnosis of muscle and joint disease is the infrared thermography, that constitutes the assessment of surface temperature changes. To do a thermography evaluation, horses that exercise must stay protected from environmental influence for at least 45 minutes before being re-examined. However, our hypothesis is that this period may be longer depending on the weather conditions. The objective of the present work is to evaluate the thermal recovery time utilizing thermographic examination of TB race horses after intense gallop training in a daily environment during winter season. 9 horses clinically healthy and race conditioned were selected. Without the instance of gender, 2 of them were selected as control animals, which means that they were exposed at the same environmental influence but don't exercise it like the other animals. To begin, the horses were positioned at the time M0 before training, where the images of frontal view of the thoracic and pelvic limbs were obtained. Thermographic images were taken approximately 1.5 to 2.0 meters away, using a FLIR thermographic camera. Then, the horses were subjected to an intense gallop. After training, they were kept in their stalls for the duration of the study. New images of the frontal view were taken 45, 60, 110, 180 minutes after exercise. The temperature in the regions of interest was obtained by analyzing the thermograms using the FLIR Tools program and analyzed statistically by a NOVA test, followed by Tukey test using the GraphPad Prism, considering significative p less than 0.05. For exercised horses, we can observe that the temperature increased after the exercise and did not return to the animal to the primal temperature of M0. For control animals, we find that the front fetlock there was no difference in temperature between time M0 and other times. For metacarpal, there was a statistical difference between times M0, M120 and M180 in relation to M0. The differences in carpus were found between M45 and M120 in relation to M0. For hind fetlock, metatarsus and tarsus, a statistical difference between M120 and M180 were evidenced in comparison of M0. We couldn't find any statistical correlations between the temperature of the animal and the temperature of the humidity during the day. For clinical studies to take the thermographic photos of TB horses after an intense running work in winter season, 180 minutes after exercise is not enough for the animal to recover its basal time. I wanted to thank PUC-Paraná University, my advisor Pedro Michelotto for all the guidance, help, and patience, my collaborators Carolina Wall and Bruno Inácio, and last but not least to all the Paraná Jockey Club staff and horses.